Okay, I got 20% battery, so I gotta micro machines this video right now. Welcome to my channel, Stars War channel. S-T-A-R-S War channel. It's been a long time coming. I've wanted to make a YouTube channel on Star Wars for a long time. I have a massive toy collection that I'm going to be unboxing, and a lot of other content I'm going to be bringing you. We're going to have a stress-free nostalgia therapy, aka confronting your The Last Jedi PTSD, that's post-traumatic stress disorder. We'll go back in time to a better place where Star Wars felt rad. Also, toy unboxing, movie nights, and trilogy review. A segment called The Holy Times. Possible street team fan club to save Star Wars hotline. I don't really know what I was writing when I wrote that. Movie updates, toy hauls, possible rants, and much, much more. It's a beautiful evening in Los Angeles, California. It's July 19th, 2018. I live right down the street from Disney Studios, where the animation offices are, Pixar's offices are, all that good stuff. If you were to go 10 minutes that way, you'd hit Disney Studios. And they are going to fail Star Wars if they don't change it. If Lucasfilm, Kathleen Kennedy, if they don't get rid of her, if they don't do a whole cleansing of the production team at Star Wars, story group, and everything else, then they're going to lose Star Wars. Big time. But we might have a chance with Episode 9. And I asked this question, which is the main point of my video. Are Mark and JJ secret best friends? Why is it important for Episode 9? Why do I think that? I'll get right into it right now. This is my Star Wars. I grew up in the 90s, born in the 80s. In 1994, Star Wars was starting to bubble up. A lot of comics, a lot of video games. In 1995, these were released. These were the toys that I grew up on. I love them to death. They're hideous looking toys. They made them all buff with six packs, and the lines got better as they progressed, but man, were they hideous looking. But every time I see this packaging and these toys, I can't help but have nostalgic love for them. This is the first VHS box set I ever had. In fact, I still have my box set right there. So yes, and George Lucas, he still had salt and pepper hair and a salt and pepper stash. He wore that suave turtleneck, and his hair was just wafting in the wind. Toys R Us still looked like that. R.I.P. Toys R Us, you get the point. Star Wars just looked fucking rad, and it was rad. Shadows of the Empire. If you haven't read that book or played that video game, I highly recommend it, and you should do your Star Wars homework. Great time for Star Wars. There was a vision, there was direction, there was leadership. They knew what was up. Okay, moving on. March 1st, 2018, U.S.-Ireland Alliance Oscar Wilde Awards. Mark is joined by his wife and his daughter. At Bad Robot Studios in Santa Monica, Mark receives an award of honor at the 2018 Oscar Wilde U.S.-Ireland Alliance event. This is an event that J.J. Abrams puts on each year. Mark, his mood just seems happy. He's happy with his wife. His wife seems happy. He seems happy to be there. Whoever this guy is he's talking to, the body language, the exchange. Who is this gentleman? Oh, it's J.J. Abrams. Him and J.J. are hanging out. That's Kathy Griffin. She's helping host. This is 2018. This is post Last Jedi. Backlash was just beginning here. You know these two were talking. He's schmoozing, doing his thing. He's a great schmoozer. She's going, my career's over. I didn't mean to chop the head off. And he's going, my career's over too because the SJW's like you. He's doing his pointy finger thing that he always does. He's hanging out, going, hey, remember that acting class we took back in the 70s? Oh my God. And then this guy. This guy is how we all felt after we saw The Last Jedi. He was going to ask Mark for an autograph, and then he realized there was no more hope left. So he just fucking stood there. Anyways, pointing the finger thing, they're hanging out, they're happy. JJ and Mark seem to be having a lot of fun with each other. This is a good sign that these two are friends. I don't know what the hell J.J. Abrams is doing there, but as long as he writes this guy right here a fucking awesome script, then he can bite her cheek off for all I care. You can tell Mark is at ease, and so is JJ. I have a feeling that they talked out all the kinks needed to be fixed with Mark's, Luke Skywalker's, character. I also think that JJ wouldn't want to let Mark down. JJ is a Skywalker/Hamill fanboy and has respect. Let's cross our fingers I'm right. So they're hanging, the award ceremonies are going on. They win their awards. He's a happy dude, hanging out, pointing the finger again at his award. Andy Serkis was there. This is Mark talking to Martin Short. He's a good schmoozer, Mark. There's the pointing finger again. He keeps pointing that finger, and he was having a great time. And you know when he's not, because he shows us.
Mark most likely stressed his concerns to JJ. The fact JJ honored him at his event shows the mutual respect they have towards one another. In my opinion, I think JJ wants to fix the mess left from The Last Jedi. This is JJ's chance to show his skill. All his experience has come down to this movie. It's all on him now. I can't see why he'd ignore the obvious. Star Wars needs saving.
And I also think I can't see why he would ignore the fact that this is a golden moment for him to come out. Triple play right here. He makes Disney happy. He saves Star Wars. And he comes out on top.
The pictures you're about to see coming up after we move on from Mr. Artsy Fartsy, they prove my point. And my point is that I think we're going to be okay in episode 9. And all you got to do is just look at Mark's expression.
That's the same Mark. 2 weeks later, Empire Awards with Rian Johnson. Total mood change. 100%. He's obviously showing us that he's just not there. This is not a happy Hamill. Come on. It's obvious. He did not like this movie. He did not like the direction. He stressed it the whole time. Nobody listened to him. They treated him like shit. They told him to shut up and just act. Here's a guy that his whole career has been based off Luke Skywalker. It's the biggest thing he's ever done. It's pop culture icon. And in his head, he could have written a better movie with all the experience he's had. He knew where the character was supposed to head. He knew the film to make that the fans would have loved, that would have been the dream Star Wars movie. I'm not saying you can't experiment and veer off into other directions and take, dark risks and turn dark corners, but man, come back to the fundamental core of what Star Wars is.
Mark is very aware of his presence on the red carpet. He is obviously showing us he is not pleased with this movie, The Last Jedi. Why would he be expressing this mood? Big contrast from the JJ event 2 weeks earlier. I should have put a question mark after mood.
This is actor-writer Simon Pegg and what he had to say about The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi. I know what JJ kind of intended, or at least was being chucked around. I think that's kind of been undone slightly by the last one. There was some talk of a relevant lineage for her, meaning Rey and her parentage. Belongs to some other recognizable member of the universe, end quote, Simon Pegg. He played this dude right here, Ungar Plutt or whatever. He's best friends with JJ. He wrote Star Trek Beyond. He's a total Star Wars freak. He's ingrained into nerd pop culture, and he's a great writer. JJ passes, I think, a lot of his ideas through Simon, and Simon would have done Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker, way differently. And hopefully he's in JJ's ear for episode 9, and JJ runs his ideas past Simon. I'm sure he has, guaranteed. This is Mark running into him on the red carpet at the Empire Awards, and look at the body language here. This says everything. Simon, where you going? Help. Can we hang? This moment goes to show you and proves my point that episode 9 is in good hands, and that there's good people surrounding it, and Simon knows that Mark knows that Simon knows, and it's just all in this moment right here. So they know what's up. And it brings me to Rian Johnson, and I'm going to say some good stuff about him that very few have said. A couple channels out there have mentioned it. He is a very good director. If he had been given a great Star Wars script, or just a better Star Wars script, he would have directed the shit out of it. Some people don't like his style, but if you go back and watch some Breaking Bad episodes that he directed, they're some of the finest looking episodes that Breaking Bad has ever had. He directed some of the pinnacle episodes in the later seasons. Excellent work. Beautiful shots, beautiful direction. He is talented, and I do feel bad for him in that sense, but he just keeps putting his own foot in his mouth. If I were him, I would just be quiet and not address any of the crazy backlash that's going on, because what he says to the fans is just not right. These are people that keep your movies alive, and Star Wars wouldn't be anywhere if it wasn't for the fans. So regardless of what they say and how crazy they can get, you gotta love them. There's just a big difference between these two photos here. This is in the same month of 2018, March. That's a Mark that's unhappy and doesn't even care that he won an award, and this is a Mark that is totally happy and likes the company that he's with. These two pictures say a lot about what's going to happen in episode 9. This was the only happy picture I could find of him on the red carpet. It was him alone, but most of the time he looked like that. And it's not the first time that he's expressed this mood when promoting The Last Jedi. Here he is at South by Southwest, and here he is at some cast promotion thing. He's just fed up. It's July 12th, 2018, a little over a week ago from when I've posted this video, and this is Rian Johnson coming out of the ArcLight, Los Angeles, and he doesn't look too happy. This looks like a guy that does not have a trilogy under his belt. He's not going to get that trilogy. I just don't see it happening, and it looks like he knows it right here. He's been told. I could be wrong, I'm speculating, but from the looks of it, he doesn't look like a happy camper. But these two dudes look like happy campers. These guys look like two creatives that are ready to film an awesome Star Wars movie, because it's about time. I'm very confident that we're going to be getting a good movie, and I'm also confident because these two point fingers in people's faces when they're taking pictures with them. They're meant to make a movie together. What's up, buddy? Secret Bromance, and it's good news for the fans. Hashtag Jamel, double J, double L. Pass it on. Use that hashtag. You know what it means. It means that we're getting episode 9 and that Luke Skywalker is going to be in it, because JJ knows what's up. In conclusion to this video, which we're wrapping up right now, I would say that my point is pretty strong. I think that JJ and Mark are definitely good friends. Not best friends, that was just me over exaggerating, but for sure they're good friends and they're excited to work with each other, and that's why we're seeing them happy to hang out with each other. That's a happy Hamill, as I said, and he's happy because he knows he's got episode 9 to be in, and that he can redeem the character, and that JJ's going to help him redeem it. And that's why when he ran into Simon was happy, and you can just tell the signs are all there. I definitely believe that Luke is not coming back as a Force ghost. I repeat, is not coming back as a Force ghost. The reason why I believe that is because it's just too easy, and I think that J.J. Abrams is either going to do time travel through the portal, or he's going to bring Luke back via Darth Plagueis, because he can resurrect people from the dead. But then Luke's not dead. He's portaled somewhere. So, fuck it, I don't know. Mark will let us know. Whoa, you made it to the end of my video. Thanks so much. If you like what you've seen so far and you like this kind of content, feel free to give me a like, a follow, a sub. Click the bell icon if you want to stay up to date on soon-to-be released videos. I have a lot coming your way, and I'm excited to share. Remember, I'm here because I love Star Wars, and you're here because you love Star Wars. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. My name's Tristan, and you're watching a Star Wars channel.